Good evening, guys. It's your girl Mo. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please hit that bell, hit that subscribe button so you know when I've uploaded new videos. Also, please be sure to hit that like or dislike button and please comment below. So, today, as I was watering my soul with His Word, like before I get into His Word, I say, my prayers, specific things that I pray about before I get into His Word. And one of the things that, I pray about is that God will give me a faithful heart, a heart that is faithful, a heart that is not divided. Like, I want to have faith in Him. I want to trust Him more. And, I, pray this every time before, I go to His Word. And today, when I went to His Word, it all makes sense. Like, this prayer that I've been praying for months, it's all making sense. And the daily devotional for today is from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. And just a little small tidbit. My favorite number is 11. And I think it's because my birthday is on the 11th. So whenever I see 11, I'm like, oh, this is the Lord. He's specifically speaking to me. Anyway, so Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6 says, "And it is impossible to please God without faith. Anyone who wants to come to Him must believe that God exists and that He rewards those who sincerely seek Him." So we must believe that He exists. So you have to believe in God, and you also need to have faith in Him. You have to have faith in Him and then believe that He will reward those who sincerely seek Him. So what is this faith? Like, what is this faith? What is this faith that I've been, praying for every day before I read His Word? God, please, give me faith. I want a faithful heart. I don't want a divided heart. Like, I want a faithful heart. Faith, just a simple definition from Google, says complete trust and confidence in someone or something. So to have faith in God, you must trust Him. What is trust? Definition of trust. Trust is a person or thing in which confidence is placed. So in order to please God, you must have faith in Him. In order to have faith in Him, you must trust Him. You must have complete confidence in Him. All right. So I went on to this devotional, and it talked about trust and trying being two different things. It didn't really expound upon that. So, I did a little digging in the Google search, and I came across this article. I'll, post it in the video, this blog that this man talked about, the difference between trying versus trust. And he said, trying says, I obey, therefore I am accepted, versus trust, which is, I am accepted, therefore I obey. He says, people who try, they have fear and insecurity. They have fear and insecurity as motivation, versus those who trust, who have grateful joy as a motivation. And I know you may say, well, they say you should fear the Lord, but if trying is fearing, then you should try. Like, I think in this, it's a different type of fear that they're talking about, like that frightening fear, that scary fear, versus like the fear of God, which is like that awe, like, man, like He is so great, He is just so wonderful and almighty, like that type of fear, which is different. It went on to say that people who try, they get angry at God when things don't go their way, versus people who trust in God, like if circumstances don't go according to their plans, they're okay because they know that God is in control. And this goes on to say, trust leads to obedience. And what's the definition of obedient? Obedient is submission to another's authority. So, to please God, you have to have faith in God. In order to have faith in God, you must trust God. And when you trust God, you will be obedient to God. Obedience is giving him complete authority. And it says, when you trust God, you will desire to obey him. So you will have that, desire in you. And obedience is connected to abiding in him. And when you abide in him, he will abide in you. And, those who abide in him will be the bearer of fruit, which ties in back to this Hebrews 11:16, and that he rewards those who sincerely seek him. Obedience is the natural fruit of the fear of God, and one that brings blessings to your life. So have faith in God. Not only just believe in God, believe he's there, but have faith in him. Trust him. Trust him with all of your heart. When you trust him, you will begin to obey him. And once you get to obeying him, he will abide in you. And when he abides in you, you will be the bearer of fruits. And I know, it sounds hard. It sounds like a lot. Like, we live in a world where, we used to be independent. We do things on our own. But if you want to bear fruit, like the fruit of him, you need to abide in him, obey him, be obedient to him. And maybe you may want to ask Ruha, or the Holy Spirit, to help you, to guide you with doing this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for rambling. Thank you, good night, and be blessed.